So, good day, everyone. Our topic for today is all about the overcoming communication breakdown through various strategies. So, this is one of our most common problems when it comes to communication, right? The communication breakdown. So, our discussion is all about how to overcome the communication breakdown using the different strategies. Okay, so let's start with communication breakdown. So it is defined as a failure to exchange information which results to miscommunication or misunderstanding. So communication breakdown can happen in both verbal and non-verbal communication. So when we say verbal means the use of language, sounds, and words, while nonverbal means the use of our facial expressions, gestures, and even the bodily movement upon communicating. So, nonverbal contradicting verbal communication will result to miscommunication. A lot of scenarios happened kasi before and even today that when a speaker thinks that he or she delivers the message clearly but didn't realize that his or her nonverbal signals are saying something else. So, for example, when you wanted to make peace with someone and then your nonverbal communication does, is contradicting with your verbal communication, which would appear sarcasm kasi you wanted to make peace pero your hand gestures is different from what you are saying. So that would be the time that the communication breakdown occurs. Okay, so it's just an example. Now, why communication breakdown occurs? There's a lot of barriers in communication that leads to miscommunication between people. So including physical and physiological noise, language barrier, gender, language, cultural, interpersonal and emotional barriers to listening, and even to effective verbal communication. So these barriers really interrupt um, the flow of communication because a lot of negative results will arise, such as misinformation, rumors, misinterpretation, so both from the sender and receiver, thus making the communication ineffective. Now, here are some strategies that we can use upon dealing with the communication breakdown. So first, we have ask questions. So just simply ask them to clarify your understanding if you don't understand the sender's message. So just ask question. Don't get offended easily because maybe you just misunderstood the message. Okay? Next is listen actively and carefully. So you have to pay attention to the speaker and understand what the speaker is trying to express or convey. So do not interrupt when someone is talking. Wait them to finish first. So this is one of the most common problems, especially with you students. No, no. When someone is talking in front, you would also talk with your classmates or what, diba? So that's why some of the students or some of the people won't understand someone because they are not paying attention. So therefore, you have to listen actively and carefully. Um, let someone finish their message first. Okay. Next is the use affirming response. So respond to what the speaker's message by expressing a positive feedback. Next, overcoming noise. Free yourself from any physical disturbance. Remove sources of distraction such as telephones or cell phones or any object that causes noise. So, for example, when someone is talking to you and you're using your earphone or headset, so remove your earphone so that you can listen actively to the sender. Next, promote appreciation of cultural differences. So be open to trying new things and appreciate one another's culture. This is also one of the most common problem, no? Um, Especially when someone don't understand their culture or background. So you have to be open-minded. You have to understand also their ways of living or any other culture. Okay, you have to be culture sensitive. Next, overcoming language barrier. It might be challenging, but it allows you to understand their language. So when you don't understand someone, well, try using Google Translate and it will translate to the language of your choice. Okay? Sometimes you also have to adjust with their language if you can. Next, be gender sensitive. So you have to eliminate your gender stereotype, because some people, or most of the people has been longing for gender equality, and some of them who didn't experience that kind of matter, well, they are already traumatized because they are not accepted by the society. So you have to, you know, to be open-minded and embrace acceptance. Like you have to just avoid prejudices or any criticisms towards them. So again, be gender sensitive, because if close-minded ka, you won't really open on their kanang you won't really understand them, because you don't want to understand them if you are close-minded. So you have to be gender sensitive. Next, manage your emotion. So master your emotions and control your feelings. So sometimes if we don't understand the message, or we do understand the message, but we just don't like the message, we cannot manage our emotion kasi. So that is also one of the problems. That is why our feedback is not positive na. So mawala na to ang use affirming response ana sa third strategy. So of course, if you get offended, stay calm and then talk calmly. Relax lang ka. Because maybe na-misinterpret po niya ang message, or he doesn't understand you. Okay? So, next. Oh, we are done for today. So, here again are some strategies that you can use upon dealing with the communication breakdown. So, I hope that you will use all of this so that we will have an effective communication. That will be all. Thank you.